What is going on YouTube and also the Discord stage channel? Welcome to your Strats Weekly for the week of 2 October 2021. As always, I am your host, Off. Thanks for being here with us. Man, we got so much to talk about. So many things going on. Goodness me. Taco, Bradum, Zarek, Precious, thanks for being up here to chat with us. Everybody down there in the audience, what's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. So who's using this as a New World queue entertainment while they wait to get into the game?
That's me. Well, that's me.
I wish I could do that. I didn't think to start it before kicking the stream off, and I have so many things going right now. I'm like, do I risk it? I don't wanna. Real talk.
You should probably wait.
I think.
Can I just say that I love how wild your hair is getting?
Dude, it is
incredible.
It is out of control today.
I love it.
This is indicative of how little personal care has been given this week. I have remembered to shower. I have not remembered to sleep a sufficient amount. I have not eaten enough. It has been games, and meta games, 4 games, pretty much all week. And finally finishing up and signing my offer letter for my new job. Hot damn.
Yeah, boy.
Very exciting. Been a busy week, to say the least.
I feel like that's a little misleading. Your hair always looks like that.
Shh, don't tell them. I usually disguise it better on the stream, though. I usually, make it kind of like that. And then you're like, oh, you see, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll lean back a little bit. You can't even see it. It's out of frame.
Oh. 2 weeks is going to be all slicked back. Like, he shows up for his meetings for work.
No.
He just ties it in a ponytail.
They'll get a ponytail at best. That's what they get. And I'm not about putting a ton of product in it. It's too much of a hassle. I don't enjoy it whatsoever. But yeah, welcome to Strats Weekly, where we talk about everything going on in Strats. And we got a lot to talk about. A whole lot of things to talk about. We're gonna kick right into it.
Can we?
What's up?
I'm gonna throw you off here. Can we start with Off's new job? I want to hear about this.
You want to hear about it?
Yeah.
So I am assuming everything goes well. Is happy hunky dory. I will be doing I will be working as a small project manager. Basically, at an energy company. So I will be responsible for some number of their stations in the area around the greater Houston area, insofar as I understand it right now. I don't know if we are, because they have stuff all over the country, and I could potentially be working with any number of those, but I get the idea that I'm going to be somewhere in the greater Houston area at one of their one or two or more potentially of their groups. So what they're doing is they've created this position to help streamline communication. So it's a communication based position, which is something that I was looking for, actively seeking. And what I'll be doing is being the point of contact once agreements have been signed, contracts have been signed, because they do everything from personal, like just home sale consumer stuff, all the way up to major events like the Olympics and stuff like that. So when contracts have been signed and everything like that, I serve as the communication pathway between the people who have signed the contract and the company. So if there is something that goes on that they need to make an amendment to the contract, or they need to extend the contract or anything like that, or if the company needs to speak with them about things, coordinate when would be a good time to do, say, a maintenance check because the sensors are saying something's funky and we need to come out there and actually do some on-site, basically facilitate that kind of communication and coordination. That's what I'm doing. So
you're going to be able to put away some money and then come to Japan next year is what I'm hearing.
I mean, we'll see. We will see how that goes. Like, if for those who don't know, Bradum is trying to talk literally everyone into moving into Japan with him when he attempts that next year.
Yes.
So if you ever wanted to move to Japan, hit up Bradum, because he's working on it.
Going.
He's looking for people to come hang out in his group home with him.
Yeah.
In fact, his dream would be if we just took over an entire group home that happened to slowly but surely come up for sale. I'm quite certain that's what he is actively seeking at the moment.
I mean, I'm all for that.
Jack's Pizza Strats compound.
Jack's Pizza Strats. No, it's gonna be the Whataburger. The Whataburger Strats Gaming compound.
Oh, Whataburger, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have those in Japan?
No. They have KFCs.
Talk to him about a
They
franchise.
sure do.
Sure do. Okay. Any other questions you wanted about that, Brandon, before we keep going?
No.
I know you wanted to side rail us, and we did. All right. Straight into it. First and foremost, if you didn't know, we didn't have Strats Weekly last week because Overwatch League Season 4 Finals happened. Braden's Shanghai Dragons smashed. I mean, it was ugly.
Sure did.
It wasn't even fun to watch. It was brutal. It was a 4-0 beatdown. It was decisive, to say the least. I'm glad the Outlaws couldn't go the distance, but boy, am I glad they were not on the receiving end of that. I mean, the money probably helps because even second place got like 700K or something like that. It was a lot. It was not a small amount of money. I bet second place was pretty okay with it, but ooh. Oh, Siri says the queue's not too bad right now, which is exciting. I hope not. Hope it's not, because when this is over, I'm gonna have to get into it. But yeah.
I joined at like 170.
Oh, nice. And you're already like most of the way in?
I'm already in.
Oh, hot damn. Yeah, nice. So yeah, no more Overwatch League until next year when they will be playing on the beta build of Overwatch 2. So that's pretty exciting. I wonder how many things are going to be discovered during that process and end up being just totally busted. And they'd be like, like a week, like one stage is going to go by and something's going to be just completely broken, and the first team to figure it out is going to just mack their opponents for that week. Like, no. I'm curious how that's all going to shake out, because in the state it's in right now, from what they've shown us and from like the exhibition match they showed during the Overwatch League finals, everything is not done, and some things are very similar to what they currently are, which begs the question, are those things not changing? And other things are very different. Like Bastion is a whole different character almost. It's kind of silly. He can move in turret form now. He has artillery. Ridiculous. So I am curious what they're going to end up doing with all that. But no more Overwatch League until next year for those that enjoy watching it. I don't remember if they still have the skins on sale. I think if they do, it will probably end this weekend. So if you are still trying to get those last couple of skins that they pulled out of the vault, now is the time. But they're kind of... So I wouldn't put it too... Oh, next thing we got to talk about. What's next? World of Warcraft. If you're still playing World of Warcraft instead of New World, like almost everybody else is playing right now, feel free to join up with the Stratsco people. Although I think most of us are playing ESO or New World or Final Fantasy right now. So there might not be a whole lot of us over there. But if you are interested...
Still Nightlife?
Nightlife? No, Nightlife's on New World right now. He's on World of Warcraft break until... But I mean, I'm sure he's still raiding, but he's definitely not, on there every day like he usually is. But if you want to join us, in retail, we are playing on Area 52 Horde side. I don't know offhand where we are on Classic, because there's only a couple of us playing Classic. Nightlife has all the details for you, though, on that. If you are interested, hop on down to the Blizznerds channel, ask for Nightlife. He can get you sorted out with all of that stuff. Other games that are kind of on the back burner, Path of Exile. We're still in Nerf League. Nobody wants to play Nerf League. Everything got nerfed. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you next league. But if you're still playing, or if you want to join up with us in the next league, you can head down to Path of Exile channel. Hit up.
I think they announced a new league.
Do we have a new league announcement already?
Scourge, I think it's called.
Okay, so they've given us like the teaser to the stream that reveals the teaser. Because they've gotten really bad about that lately. I paid no attention until I know there's a stream coming. Everything else is just like, hey, here's 30 seconds of video that every content creator is going to sit and make a 10-minute video about to try and analyze. This tells me nothing. This tells us nothing. We see like 2 or 3 skills in use, and it's meaningless to get hyped about it because we all got hyped last league, and then the patch notes came out, and it was like, fuck everything you like. So I just don't care. I don't care until I see a stream. Like, show me the stream. Show me the patch notes, or at least the dev manifesto. Give me something tangible to chew on. That's what I'm looking for. But that's happening at some point. If you're interested in linking up with us, though, in Path of Exile, Alundril or Senior Cat Poop or myself, any of the can get you sorted out down in the Path of Exile channel. Like I said, we're not playing right now. None of us are. Because it's Nerf League and nobody wants to play Nerf League. Coming up next. Oh, Warframe, right. Surge here by chance? Oh, Surge isn't here. Shame. We took the guild out of, or wait, no, we were the clan in that one. Clan is out of Mothballs and Warframe. A bunch of guys have hit that back up. Surge and Zarya, Senior Cat Poop, Galbator, until we stole them for New World. A handful of us are back in there, goofing off there. We have a pretty much maxed out dojo. We are actively recruiting. Most of us, actually, we got a pretty good split of NA and EU players, because Surge and Zarya are playing from over in the EU. And then we've got Cat Poop, Galbator, myself over here in the NA, and there were a few other NA players that are currently MIA for other games, such as New World. But if you're interested in playing Warframe with us, head down to the Warframe channel, hit up Cat Poop or Surge in particular. Surge and Zarya could get you hooked up with the clan out there in Warframe. Next up, Princess Connect. We're going through all the ones that nobody wants to talk about. I promise we're getting to the good stuff. Princess Connect. We are currently in the middle of the trick-or-treat pudding event. If you want Halloween pudding, this is the only way to get it. So recommended if you want to get her to do this. It's an okay character. It's not one you're gonna mainline for any length of time, but for collection purposes, it's quite nice. We're doing double dungeon drop still for another couple days, and then we've got double grotto drop for about a week and change. We also currently have Halloween Shinobu. She's fine for the gacha. Good character. She's not great. She's going to fall off. Your choice whether you want to pull her or not. I think Christina is next. Christina is a must pull if you are playing Princess Connect Redive. Must pull. If you don't get her now, you're going to pull for her around the new year, because I think she has a repeat on that banner as well when Mume comes out. But those two characters are like unequivocally important if you're playing Princess Connect Redive with any amount of seriousness other than just gacha collection. But that's all that's really going on over there, because all of these banners just kicked up, and we should hopefully have a new list of information later this week about the next wave of events. We should be getting Luna Tower. It should be coming back pretty soon, I believe. And we'll hopefully get some details on Clan Battle for October. They did the August and September ones really close together. They have not finalized the results for September. We should fall in the same reward category we have been. But we did a lot better than we did the previous Clan Battle, which is nice. Yeah, we really sent it. Feels good. If you're interested in joining us in Princess Connect Redive, it's a mobile gacha game. It's a lot of fun. It's very easy to play, free to play. Potentially one of the most free to play friendly gacha games if gachas are your thing and you need an inexpensive hobby or option in there because you've blown your wallet on more expensive pay-to-play ones. By all means, just hit me up in the gaming channel or just shoot me a DM on Discord. I can get you added to the clan in Princess Connect. Next up, EVE Online. Man, EVE peeps. Are they still down there? Yeah, they're still down there doing stuff. Oh, they've quieted down. They had a bunch more people running earlier. We play a lot of EVE Online in these parts. The EVE channel is almost never open or empty. Spacebar runs 24/7. If you enjoy playing EVE Online, if you are a new player, never played before, a returning veteran who used to play back in the day and then has decided you want to play again, or if you just never stopped playing, we take all sorts. We have all sorts. The Corp is on the tracker. Our ticker is T-Pose. We also are part of an alliance, which is the 21 SEP ticker. That is with Helix and Void Hounds. Who am I missing? Is there another one? Taco? You remember? Anybody? The brain is so full of New World information. Yeah, Helix and Void Hounds got those. I thought there was another one, but now I can't remember. Maybe not.
Series Funland. I don't know.
Series Funland. No, Siri doesn't have his own corp. He's part of Stratsco. But yeah, we are predominantly wormholers at Stratsco. We do own a wormhole. If you are interested in living in wormhole space, by all means, we'll teach you the ropes. We do run high sec, low sec, as well as wormhole content, PvE and PvP. We do regular events for all of that, including just pickup roams that happen all the time, and of course, defense if they decide to come bash us. Especially, we're very bitter because Void Hounds lost Void Home a couple weeks back, and well, Everybody's very upset about that still. So we are definitely defending home hole with much vigor.
I'm gonna SRP everything I lost in Void Home.
Oh, I mean, you did leave it in Void Home. You could have moved it to Blitzar. That was an
No,
option.
I couldn't have because they were gating it off to only the special people.
The people who were actively playing at the time, because you were playing ESO at the time.
They said, "Taco, you're not special," and I was like, "Oh, that's
Taco,
not right.
we think you're special. We think you're a little special."
I'm definitely special ed or something."
Oh, I wasn't gonna make the joke, but you made it. So I guess self-deprecation. I guess we allow it. But yeah, if you're interested in playing EVE Online, in particular, we are actively seeking an Aussie time zone corp or Aussie time zone players just to help shore up some of our weaker, thinner time zones. Head on down to Internet Spaceships. You can hit up Vorthos. You can hit up Vicino. Hysteri can help you out if you can manage to get him to either wake up or log out of New World. One of the two things, because that's all he's doing right now. And there's a couple other guys who can help you out down there. Wex could help you out if you just hit a ! EVE down to Internet Spaceships, or just generally ask for some help. Someone can get you sorted out down there. Oh man, what's next? Elder Scrolls Online. Man, I saw Dice. Dice, hey, Dice, you want to come up and talk to us about ESO?
Hello there.
What up, Dice? Dude, you guys have been killing it. I have seen the videos like flowing into the clips channel down below. If you guys like,
+3, damn.
yeah, dude, they're out there smashing it.
Oh yeah. Gotta keep moving, you know.
I mean, ever forward, right?
Yeah. We got.
Oh, you cut out. I heard you got, and then I didn't hear anything else.
We got second set of runs going in our second time zone for the Aussie group.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting a third one hopefully started next weekend.
Nice.
Or everybody hitting the Taiwan, that area time zone.
Awesome. What do people need to know if they want to join you guys out there in ESO?
Give us a holler in game or in Skumaden. Any one of the officers that are on will be more than happy to get you going in ESO.
Yep. You've got I know you guys have a Halloween decorating event or housing contest, right? Coming up soon?
Actually, it's on right now. It's already started. I believe it's being judged on the 30th, I believe.
I mean, that makes sense. That checks out right around Halloween. What's the prizes up for grab at the point?
I am not 100% sure, but I've got a surprise one coming up for that one. So,
ooh, enticing. Any hints, or are you just keeping it to yourself?
No, that is going to be a surprise.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you didn't know, there are a number of different housing contests that Dies et al. Down there have hosted, and screenshot related things. And there's always, I don't play ESO, but it is so nice to go and see what people are able to do with, like, it's kind of like when you go play, like, you might play Animal Crossing New Horizon, but you're a terrible island designer, and you go see what other people have done. You're like, man, that's freaking cool. It's the same stuff with these guys down there in the ESO channel. They do some really cool cosmetic stuff in addition to, smashing the in-game content that they've been beating up on quite seriously recently.
Yeah, ESO endgame is housing.
Mm-hmm. It's the same in Warframe. It's fashion frame. That's the end game, because at some point you get so strong you can smash all the content. So you just gotta look cool. You gotta make everything look cool.
Yeah. And our progression team is moving along. It's still a work in progress, but she's moving along fairly decently. We're getting into some of the newer trials. Everybody's coming along really nice.
Yeah. For reference, for those who aren't down there or haven't looked at it, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 active events going on right now, or posted and scheduled down there coming week or so for ESOs. There's a lot of content going on. The guild is right around 450-ish members. Usually hovers right around that spot as they cull out the inactives and bring in new fresh meat all the time. And also the weekly raffle, if you didn't know, if you are an ESO player and you're in Cresco Guild, we take donations to buy a trader every week, and we basically do a raffle for some amount of money back, and I guarantee the raffle winners are getting more money back than they've put in. I've seen some of those raffle values. They're pretty intense.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I started it so like we could, originally get a trader, but it's like it always benefits, a couple people every week.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's really cool. I love the sense of community down there. The ESO group is a really tight knit group. A lot of fun.
Yeah, they're a good group of guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we got excellent bunch of people in there.
Yeah, you'll love to see it. Is there anything else that peeps need to know other than hit you guys up either in game or down in the Skooma Den for PCNA invites?
I don't think so. That pretty well covers it.
All right, mate. Guys, thanks for coming up here and chatting with us about everything. Best of luck on your future trials and other in-game content that you guys have scheduled this week.
Hey, thank you. Catch you guys later.
Have a good one.
Yeah, see you guys.
Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, if you've never done guild administration for any game whatsoever, it's a lot of work. A lot of extra effort and hours not spent playing the game. As someone who's doing it again, most recently for New World, you lose a lot of game time to handle some of that, and it's awesome to see people actually step forward and take some of that ownership and help other people have a good game experience. Love to see it. Diakis, hey, I see you down there, man. You wanna chat Guild Wars 2 with us real fast? Because I'm gonna be 100% honest. I didn't even look at Guild Wars 2 this week. I've had so many other things on my mind. If you're around, D, and you want to come up here and talk with us about that, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna go talk about New World. Oh, he's around. Bam.
Yeah, cuz.
Hey guys, just came out of the last beta. We had 3 classes: the Elementalist, Revenant, and the Warrior. The Warrior is definitely a powerhouse as it seems right now.
Oh yeah, that
various
Gunblade,
sort
right?
of things. Yeah, the Gunblade.
Good lord,
It's,
yeah.
It's called a blade sworn, but it's a Gunblade.
It's a Gunblade. Let's be real.
Yeah. During my raiding group, we had some guys just fiddling around with that, and they were hitting the boss for, I don't know, we hit one of the grade bosses for 1,000,000 damage per hit. We had 3 of them going, and it instantly phased them to the next phase. It just dropped their health bar like it was nothing. It's crazy. All that other stuff, but they just released the highlight, the teaser of the Thief, and
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Don't
It
have an image of
looks
but
it looks like it has like a sickle or something.
yeah, it does look like it has a sickle, like in the original Guild Wars 1 assassins used to could wield. Which if they released the Thief this time, then most likely we're gonna have the next 2 coming later this week.
That's exciting. Who do we have left to still reveal at this point?
Ranger and Engineer.
But basically, the best 2
Ranger-
classes in the game are yet to be
Well,
revealed.
Yeah, for all the talks and the Reddit people are saying that the Engineer is going to be a Golem-mancer of sorts.
I mean, that'd be awesome. I'd be here for it.
And a lot of the people are saying that the Ranger is going to be getting a hammer and become a Beastmaster in the form of like the old bunny thumpers from Guild Wars 1.
Oh man. Oh, I forgot all about bunny thumping in the arena. Holy.
Yeah, so those those are what's going down in Reddit town for the theories of what
Dude.
the last two are going to be.
I want those theories to be true at this point. Like, I never even considered Bunny Thumper as a possibility. Like, because Elementalist got
it's what
Hammer
I want.
already for this next wave, so I would just never thought they'd give like Hammer to the Ranger
No,
also. But it makes total sense actually.
They do that. They've done it several times, so it's not a big deal if they give the same weapon to the multiple classes during an X pack.
Right.
But yeah, once those two classes get released, then the third beta will most likely happen. And if I remember correctly, from what they told us during the live stream of what the plans ahead, the third beta is where they're also going to be introducing the turtle mounts for people to use.
They're really cool, but man, why couldn't it have been Kurzik giant treant battle armor suits?
One of the things that is suspected for the Golemancer is that the Golemancer is going to be turning into a Kurzik Juggernaut.
Dude, if they give us Kurzik, if they give that to the engineer class, as an engineer main, I'm not sure I could contain my excitement. That's incredible. Like, as an engineer main and a Kurzik main, like a Kurzik player from the original Guild Wars, that would be just like the stars aligning. It's like the next best thing they could give me besides, bringing back my beloved Ritualist.
Yeah, that's came and passed. The only person that would have got that would have been the Revenant class.
I know.
And they got the it's an interesting concept. They got Saint Victor and Archimedes or something like that as a dual legend, 2 legends within one legend kit.
Right.
And supposedly one of the changes that they're going to be making is that right now if you're a Revenant, this is mostly flavor lore, but right now if you're a Revenant, whenever you're in a legend, like if you're in Jalus, if you AFK for a bit, the or don't move around, the legend will speak to you, and then you will respond back to the legend. Apparently, they're going to be adding something where the legend that you currently have can speak to the legend that you currently have stowed. So, with Saint Victor and Archimedes, there is another legend called Shiro. So there could be some interesting lore stuff in regards to the 2 people that killed Shiro.
Yup. That's very interesting. And
it's more lore stuff, but it's interesting for me.
But it's like that. It's Guild Wars 1 tie-in lore also though. And Factions was a wildly successful expansion for Guild Wars. So.
Yep. Also, currently going on right now, the World vs. World Alliances beta is going on.
Right. How's it been so far, you think?
I've heard mixed reviews of various sort of things. They plan to do multiple betas before they actually release it.
Right.
I haven't been in it myself. I've been too busy with other things. But I do have my guild set up for the Alliance.
Nice. So yeah, obviously a ton of stuff going on in Guild Wars 2. We do have a Strats Co guild. Diakis is actually holding the reins on that one right now. If you are interested in joining us, we used to play on Yak Spend. Now it's kind of irrelevant because all the not really going to matter, especially once Alliance is done going through its testing phases, and that changes World versus World. Yak Spend will always be and forever be the best spend, but servers won't matter that much. If you're interested in hanging out with the Strats Co guild, like I said, pretty low-key, not doing a whole lot of stuff over there at this point because most of us are moved on to other MMOs and games, but there are a few like Diakis who stick around, and you can be in multiple guilds in Guild Wars 2. So if you'd like to join us, or Diakis more specifically, over in Guild Wars 2, you can hit him up. He can get you all the details on that. He just messaged me, and yeah, his system just like pooped the bed, so he's gonna DC here in a minute. But yeah, that's what's going on with Guild Wars 2. Lots of cool stuff. Now I'm really excited about the engineer. I hadn't even thought about the fact that they're doing some Luxon related stuff, and that maybe they'll do some Kurzik related stuff, and the engineer might benefit from it. That's incredibly exciting. Oh, I want that. I want that so bad. Oh, alrighty. Now it's time to spend the entire rest of our time talking about New World. Hey, oh man, very excited. First thing we're gonna do is we do have a highlight clip. Highlight clip this week is New World related. I don't have any way to share it on the Discord server, so if you are interested in seeing what the highlight clip is, I'll give you a moment to get over to the YouTube channel. The link to the stream is down in streaming. Scroll down just a wee bit. Should be down there. The Strats Weekly 2 October stream. Actually, hold on. I'll come back over here so you can see. Bam, this one. There we go. This is the link you need. If you want to see this premiere, first time shown what's going on with our going on. Go. Give you a moment if anybody wants to get over there. Anybody not over there that wants to be over there? Anybody up here? Taco, Kratom, Zarek, Precious, anybody?
Are we doing? Are we killing?
I would, but I'm in a super high aggro zone.
I know you.
I'm watching it.
Derek's ready. All right, here we go.
The suspense. If this thing is heavily fortified by NPCs,
Don't put that juju on me.
We're fucking fucked.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that's the case, there's gonna be a really silly video going up on the YouTube channel.
with Benny music.
Are you supposed to have to fight for these, or are you just getting money?
And it was at this point where his Siri went back to Eve.
Right. We just see his Siri Alt F4.
Now watch Amazon take the servers down for maintenance right now.
Bro, we are the worst fucking people to encourage him to do this. Like, so far, all this has been is like, how unlucky would it be if this happened?
Hold up. I don't see any. It looks pretty safe in here.
Shut up.
Famous last words.
Oh!
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Congrats,
Yeah.
everybody.
I love to see it. Oh, we even got like a serpenty looking thing for Restless Shores. We're on brand.
That's awesome.
That's right. For anybody who didn't get to see it, we claimed Restless Shores in New World on our server. We're playing on Arnavalkia for the Syndicate. It was a low-level me running through a very high-level zone with the entire guild treasury in my pocket. Trying to get to the fort without getting one shot by literally everything, but we got there. We managed to claim it. It is ours. Stratsco will forever be the first claimers of Restless Shores on the Arnavalkia server. Siri is hyped because, man, for those who don't know, Siri was determined that we would take something. And every time we were like getting close to taking something, we're like, okay, well, this will be a pretty good zone. We can take this, these benefits, whatever. Somebody else would snarf it out from under us. And every time it happened, you could just hear his heart sink a little bit. Siri needed that win real bad. We got it for him. It was a massive community effort. Everybody in the guild contributed. Some of us put in unhealthy amount of time and effort trying to lock it down, get everything put together, because 100,000 3 days into a game going live, especially a game like this, was not feasible without everybody's contributions. Casino says world first, founders of the new world. Yeah, and we're also the only, we are currently the only territory on our server, I think, at least the only syndicate territory that is not actively engaged in some sort of conflict. Either
there's not enough high-level people to start the conflict.
No, even the two higher level zones than ours are both in conflict also.
Really?
The NPCs are attacking.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's the NPCs.
Well, the NPCs attack sometimes even when the players attack the area.
Evan Scale is not invasion yet, but
Yeah, it's working its way there.
It's 1 out of what, 3?
1 out of 3, or is it 1 away, or it only has 1 of 3?
Well, because the invasions, I think the invasions go up to 3. So if you look at the map, there's like, it'll show like a little red,
right,
little icon below like the name.
Mm.
And I think once it gets to 3, then an invasion happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evan scale is at 1, and we're at 2. So
I think those indicate
RP.
how many of the large group corruption nodes there are.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and if you get 3 of the large ones, I think it's just,
Yeah.
Interesting. I think Evan Scale was in conflict earlier. I mean, I haven't been in game in the last like 2 hours.
yeah, it might have been.
It may have been that it was in conflict and it's longer. Yeah, it's been scrappy. Also, Stratsco has repped with the Syndicate faction in both of the wars fought on Arnavalkia so far. Both won by Syndicate, by the way, against the Marauders, who decided to attack us. Although today's war was a mess, to say the least. DCs on both sides. Apparently, siege equipment wasn't working correctly as well. Huge disaster. Great victory for us, though. A disaster for us.
I didn't get in. It was
Yeah,
me.
Taco was one of the 50 that were selected from our server, like the entirety of the Syndicate faction on Arnavalkia. Taco was one of the ones that was going to rep for Stratsco, and he got DC'd and couldn't get back in. Myself, Siri, and who else was in there? I'm trying to think. Drusa was in there. Holgar was in there. Mir hangs out with us a whole bunch. He's not technically, he's not in the Strats Guild, but he hangs out with us down in New World all the time. He was in there as well. It was fun. These wars have been intense. There's a lot of administrative shenanigans and metagaming behind the scenes that like maybe we can tone that down a little bit.
If you like having meetings every day, come play New World.
That's right. Yeah, join the war console if you want to spend at least an hour in meetings about going to war in a video game. I mean, today was better, I think, than, especially given the shenanigans that happened. Today went a lot better than the first war, and I think it will only continue to get better as people get more comfortable with where things are at, because everything is so new, and there's been so many changes between closed beta and open beta, and some even between open beta and now, to how the war system works. Like, I understand why everybody's a little nervous, especially because you put so much time and effort as a guild, pooling your efforts and money together, buy one of these territories, because you can only buy the territory once ever. After that, you have to fight for it. We put in all this effort to buy these territories, and then obviously want to retain control of those territories. Fairly important.
What?
I know,
Never
right?
give up. Never surrender.
True. Just like Galaxy Quest. It has been a hoot, though, to say the least. I've been having a lot of fun in New World. I have not been sleeping enough, and I've probably not been eating enough. I've been playing too much New World. But I think that goes for almost everybody who's playing. Siri is, I think, the official poop soccer of week 1. That dude, Siri, I don't know how you're doing it, man. It's insane. The lack of sleep that you're getting has been pretty impressive, to say the least. Pretty impressive. So with that, for anybody who is playing in the Stratsco Guild, we are not currently recruiting because we are actually completely full. We will be doing some purging, I reckon, sometime this week, where we get some of the people that are already showing either some tendencies. We just did mass recruiting, and now we're going to thin some people out that don't really necessarily fit with our motto of be excellent to each other, and we've already had to do that a couple times. Hopefully we won't lose too many people, because hopefully we got a bunch of good people, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you try. It doesn't always work out. So we're not currently recruiting, unfortunately. Also, Arnavalkia, today is the first day we have not seen 1,000+ queues to get into the server. That's another determining factor, for sure. Oh, man. But we are playing for the Syndicate faction. At some point, we may be doing some more active recruiting. We'll see. Honestly, at this point, man, I'm almost wishing that we had... I think we could have done it. Just, I know you're down there listening. You can't come up here and talk. I know you're on that vacay life right now. I almost wish we had like spun 2 guilds up, just done like sister guilds.
Yeah.
Yes. Vecino said definitely contributing factors to not being purged from the New World guild, obviously activity, but being on the Discord, friends of friends. Yeah, Vecino, we could have, like at launch, if we knew it was going to go this well, we could have potentially just like had 2 sister guilds on the same server. And we could have had a 200-person guild effectively instead of just a 100. I think it's too late to try and pull that though at this point. People are getting pretty well established, and the limited number of players allowed per server is another big limiting factor. I think it could have been a really interesting thing to try out though. Yeah, it may thin out. For those wondering, I'm replying to his text chats. He said he thinks it'll thin out. We're still pretty early on. Typing down in the thread for this, which is in the announcements channel, if you're wondering.
Oh man, they had the Everfall War earlier today, right?
Yep, that was the war today.
And they're already almost halfway through attacking again.
Oh yeah, I mean they have no chill. They're actually really mad. There were accusations in global chat that Syndicate was DDoSing the Marauders. ? I don't know how that works, but yeah, site says
really.
There's a death ball going. Yeah, like we had a ton of DCs too. The difference though is that Syndicate, because we're being so it's not a better word than anal to describe it. That's not really what's going on, but being so thorough, I guess is a better way of saying it, and taking it as seriously as we are. We had people around, and as soon as there were problems, we said, hey, like these people are disconnecting, these people aren't in there. And we were immediately subbing them out if they couldn't get in and putting new people in their place in an effort to get everybody to field a full group or full 50. We didn't quite field a full 50, but apparently Syndicate, according to the war chat, was a good 15 or more people short by the or Marauders were about 50 people or 15 people short allegedly, and they definitely had a bigger spread of levels than we did. They had some lower level people in there, and I wonder if that is just because they were just pulling literally anyone they could from the sign up list. There were so many DC problems on both sides. I mean, we had people not spawn into the fort. Taco was getting just randomly teleported around town instead of ever like joining the instance. Other people got stuck on infinite load.
It would load screen and then it would go back to town. I'd be at a different spot, and that just happened a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to how one would DDoS a particular faction on a server.
Trust me, the jokes in voice chat after that accusation they're top tier. Top tier. Because like, yeah, exactly. How do you only DDoS? Like I could see DDoSing a server potentially, but like these are virtual servers. It's not a physical server like it was back in the day. You would have like taken down the entire cluster at the very least, I would imagine, potentially more than that if we were trying to actually DDoS. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know how they came to that conclusion. They were not happy, and it was brutal. The first war this week was actually a bit of a butt clincher. They got us all the way back to the keep on defense, and they had one push. They got the keep about half captured before we pushed them back out. So oh yeah, Vecino, exactly. You just set if green equals true. That's the parameter you need for effectively DDoSing the Marauder faction, apparently. Oh man, but no. If you've never played New World before, this is one of the best $40 like non-AAA priced MMOs I've ever played, bar none. Like this has been a lot of fun. There's a ton to chew on. It's not perfect, but it's also not AAA price, and I'm not paying a monthly subscription fee. Those are two huge boons in my opinion for the quality of, yes, not even a subscription. Huge boons in terms of the quality of the game. Like I said, it's not 100% perfect, but it is gorgeous, and the audio in particular some of the best. I still enjoy
The
buying-
audio is solid.
Oh, yes, of course. The audio file is just like, dude. What did you think
Yeah.
the first time you hit a rock or an iron ore when you
I
heard
was
that
like,
echo?
yeah.
I saw somebody. I don't have it offhand, but I saw somebody had actually put together like a 10-hour loop of people, just the lumberjacking sounds, chopping down trees.
And not
Like
only that,
background
not
noise.
just the sound of you doing it, but hearing people do it around you.
Yeah, the spatial audio is actually really good.
Yeah.
Well, way better implemented than I've seen in a lot of other games.
It always throws me for a loop when I'm adventuring and I can hear that one attack with the warhammer that sounds like thunder from
The
like really far
thunderclap,
away.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and I
pretty
can't
crazy.
even see the person.
I'm-
I can just hear them off in the distance.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's me.
Speaking of that ability,
I'm in the distance.
and Taco, dude, when we ran that 35 earlier today, I was slightly zoned out and something had distracted me, and I looked off to the side on my second monitor, and you hit that thunderhammer, and I was like right next to you, and it startled me. I was like, what the hell was that? I knew you had the hammer. It wasn't like the first pull or anything, but something about where I was in proximity to you and like where my brain was at that moment, where my eye line was. I wasn't looking straight at the screen. I had looked over at Discord for something because they were talking about war stuff, I imagine. You just like hit that thunder ability. Like, what the hell was that?
Let's get it.
How you liking a hammer, by the way, these days?
It's fun. It's fun. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, I mean it's good times. It's I like it more than like if I would have done Hatchet and Sword Board.
Mm-hmm. I think Hatchet is like I enjoyed Hatchet, but I think it's a very utilitarian ability, or a weapon. Like it can do some good damage and such, but a lot of people are just running it for the berserk utility rather than a raw DPS weapon.
Yeah.
And Siri, after the first war, Siri ran Great Axe. I think he ran Great Axe Hatchet in the first war, and he was like, "This is not for me." And he went back, drawing board, and he came out with musket something. I don't remember what his other weapon is offhand, but he and a couple of the other guys for Syndicate on this last war were posted up on a rock. They actually found a way to climb up on a rock that overlooked their camp, the Marauders camp, and they were just like shooting down into like their spawn camp basically when we had them pushed back in. It was hysterical. Impressive, to say the least. And we only got a couple minutes left. Did we miss anything or any games we didn't talk about? What else do I have you in queued up to talk about? Oh, Back for Blood. Back for Blood comes out next week. Well, comes out next week if you pre-ordered one of the fancy versions. Otherwise, it comes out on the 12th? Question mark? I'm not looking forward to that. I'm gonna want to play at least a little bit of Back for Blood, but with the level 60 and then the gear score for perfect gear grind, like so much to do. I don't know how I'm gonna do all this, and I gotta start working.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I'm just not gonna sleep. That's the only. that's just what it's gonna come down to. I'm just not gonna sleep.
You are too going to sleep.
I've been instructed by the wife that I am going to sleep. Not gonna sleep.
You're going to
Happy
sleep.
kitty, happy life. I don't know.
Right, happy kitty, happy life. It's true. Yeah, I think that's about it. Anybody have anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Braden? Taco?
No, you just want to get out of here and play some New World, don't you?
You damn right. I thought about making this a Strats Weekly abridged and cutting it down to 30 minutes and just going like boom, 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 boom. I'm going to play New World now. Bye.
Yeah, I absolutely expect you to. Okay, instead of talking about New World, we're just gonna play it. Bye.
I definitely considered it. I also definitely considered just straight canceling the weekly because by the time the war was over and I was like getting dinner and I was like, oh crap, now I gotta also like, I forgot about like to finish prepping up the weekly and I had to go and deal with that. I just play games. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go play games. I'm gonna go play New World. I'm gonna go be a syndicate member on Arnavalkia. Thanks to everybody who came out today. Thanks for being here, chatting with us, listening if you were down there listening. We'll be here next week. Take it easy, y'all.
Bye.